hawaiirealestate.org. Welcome to your Maui fix. Here I am in the beautiful Kapalua Mahana Estates, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii. It's real estate, and you just can't find in the listing, because sometimes if you're looking for real estate here, you're like, hey, I just want to learn some stuff, and you read the listing and it just has a few little pieces of information. It's never enough. And I'm here to teach you everything you really need to know. And of course, a lot of that is inside tips and tricks that you just won't learn unless you've got 10 years on the island like I do. Happy to share those with you, of course, at any time. And as I tell all my clients, I really feel like my job begins after the closing, which is, obviously I'm a practicing real estate agent here on Maui, but I think really the job begins once we're closed, because then there's all that support, all that information, and sometimes maybe you don't live here, you're off island, it's a second home or a condo. I'd love to be your guy, I'd love to help. So what's going on today is a beautiful Maui fix sunset. And I do apologize, I'm just a little behind the curve. Technical issues, my gimbal is not really totally like working with me here, but it's okay, it's all right, I'll forgive it. If you can tell that it's a little slightly off, can you just see it's just a little off kilter? I tried so long to fix it and I couldn't get it to work, and you know what? I said, you know what? Perfection is the goal, but excellence is tolerated, right? So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully this is an excellent sunset that's just slightly, ever so slightly off kilter. So I'm standing here in the beautiful Mahana Estates. I've got the updated list. If you haven't seen my video that I posted a few months ago, just look up Mahana Estates, land for sale, and you'll see a video I made for this beautiful neighborhood. And yes, it is starting to get to a sold out state, but there's still some lots that are available. It's located right here next to the beautiful plantation. There's the actual plantation course. Check that out, huh? For all you golfers, does it get any better? I don't think so. Well, that's if you're a decent golfer. I've heard this is one of the toughest courses in the country. But check out the beautiful view from this particular lot. This lot is actually still available. And here you've got the premium factor of golf course action, sand trap action. Of course, the beautiful island of Molokai is sort of dead center in your view plane. If this was your living room, this is what you'd be looking at. And of course, there's no homes below you. So in Mahana Estates, sometimes you might buy a lot, there's a home that's below you, and you want to make sure you've got my pole, which is a 35-footer that shows you exactly where the roof line below you would be to see what your view corridor would be after it's built out. But right now, this lot's available where you don't have to worry about that, because right below you is a nice little nursery. I believe this is where the development has been growing some of their palm trees and different plants. So pretty cool, huh? And then of course behind me, what do we have? We have Taco, right? The new Taco, yes, and the e-bike. And yes, I'm sacrificing, right? I could be e-biking right now. For you, I'm like, no, we're not gonna e-bike. We're gonna check out some Karen Hall. So check it out. What is that? That's the drama, right? Hang on a second, here it is, hang on. That's the drama. We call it Karen Hall because Karen was one of my first viewers that was like loyal, dedicated. Whenever the sunset was going off, she'd predict what it's gonna do, and she would always know if it was gonna blow up or if it was just gonna chill out. And so I don't know, we just kind of came up with our own word for the drama, which is a Karen Hall. So I'm glad to share that with you. But this is sort of what your evenings would look like if you built a home here at Mahana Estates. You can see here's a home that's just going up right there. So there's a number of homes that are actually happening right now in construction phase. No one's moved in except the first two homes at the very base of the, gosh, that's pretty, huh? Man. Oh, by the way, guys, check it out. I switched it up. No Maui gems anymore. Forget Maui gems. I'm totally kidding. But these aren't Maui gems. There's like Canaans or something like that. I said, you know what, we gotta try something different. I still got the Hurley hat, but a little different shade action. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. Hit me in the comments, man. Am I totally blaspheming Maui by not wearing Maui gems on my live? I don't know. But look at this drama. Watch the iPhone 12 and the zoom factor. I mean, look at that. You can get right down into that zone right there, and look at that, huh? Of course, that's a water tower. Of course, that could be a negative about this lot. You might see a little water tower in the background, but look at the intensity of the trade winds. Now, one of the things I love, especially right now, if you're thinking about living, excuse me, buying, purchasing, building on Maui, you might think to yourself, ooh, Kapalua is too cold. By the way, it's Kapalua. It's not Kapalua. It's Kapalua. then people will know, maybe the guy's been here for a little while. I'm saying it right. It's not Lahaina, right? It's Lahaina. It's not Kanapali, right? It's Kaanapali. Just those little things, man. It just kind of helps. You'll get it. It all comes with time. Just watch the news. That's what I did, and it helped. Of course, I don't watch the news anymore because we won't get into that. Anyway, so in the summertime can get a little hot here. Not here, right? But hot in general, like Kihei, Wailea, Lahaina. Oh, steaming hot. We come to Kapalua because it is perfection, especially in the summertime. I come here almost every night, ride my little mountain bike right there, because by the way, if you lived here in Mahana Estates, there is a secret passage that goes down into the gully, into the gulch, and heads right over to all the mountain biking. And that's the old golf course right there. And it is loaded with single track, and it even has the old golf cart paved roads or golf cart paths that you can hike and walk, but there's lots of single track, and that's actually, believe it or not, that's where they do the Xterra. And let me tell you what, man, Xterra, I don't know who they're paying, but they literally maintain the trail year round. They're in there weed whacking, and they're cutting branches, they're like grooming it, and it's like nobody uses it. I mean, I've seen like 2 people in like the last 6 months. So it's a really nice resource. If you live here, you can walk down the little boop. Next thing you know, you're in hiking heaven. There's a little duck pond up there. I'm telling you, man, it's cool. So, do I have my little buddy? Yes, I do. So check it out. If you're new to the channel, by the way, I'm a little weird. I know, I'm a little weird. I am. Why is that? I don't know. I'm just out of the box kind of guy. I enjoy doing things straight from the heart. By the way, I haven't been on as much as usual on my channel. There's a few reasons for that, but most of it's related to work. Work has been extremely busy lately, and that's good, right? We're not complaining. But also there's been a couple kind of incidences with some haters posting stuff, reposting stuff from my channel on other things like Instagram and whatever. I don't know, sometimes it kind of turns me off, and I'm like, take a little break from these weirdos out there. And just a little message to you guys. Hey man, I sell real estate, but so do 1,500 other people on this island. And it's a $2 billion a year industry. Actually, probably going to be more like $3 billion this year. And I'm just one guy with a YouTube channel. So don't get upset with me, because that's how I make my living. It just is what it is. It's what I do. And there's a lot of other people that do it. I'm just one guy. And there's a lot of people on this island that sell a lot more than I do. So don't get upset with me. I'm just making a living for my family. And find something else to do with your time, right? If you're a hater, go hate somewhere else, because this channel is all about aloha, and Hawaii is all about aloha. So, I don't know, kind of bent me the wrong way a little bit, took a little break, and I was working a lot. So, anyway, but I do have my buddy right here. You know, us YouTubers, we're not totally immune to it, right? We're not totally immune to it. So, just keep that in mind, right? We're just out here trying to add value, trying to do a good thing for the community. Of course, I've always been promoting the Maui Food Bank and doing things that hopefully help the island. And anyway, for what it's worth, remember, love one another, be aloha, set that precedent. And just because you can hide behind a keyboard, right, doesn't mean anything. Matter of fact, it shows that you're kind of more of a moron, actually. So just find a new hobby instead of picking on people anonymously, okay? Especially when you have like these little secret groups and you do all kinds of weird stuff and use all these bad language. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Stop it, weirdos. Okay, so anyway. My rant is over. So anyway, here we go. Got my little buddy. Yeah, and we have some new stuff on him. Check it out. He's got a nice little cover. Look at that. Yeah, got some new foot pads. So we're getting serious. The old one was getting kind of weirded out, so we decided to upgrade. But as always, when I do my Maui fixes, I like to go for a quick spin, show you around. I don't know. I think the sunset is just kind of fade into black. It's gonna be a fade to black one tonight, I think. But that's okay. We still have a little bit of light left, and I'll show you around. And by the way, we're a very interactive channel, so if you have anything to say about this neighborhood or any other neighborhood on Maui, anything you want to share whatsoever, maybe you've been here recently. Lots going on in the islands right now. Lots of people, I should say. Matter of fact, I recently heard that Victorino asked the airlines to please book less flights to Maui. I guess we fulfilled our goal of reinvigorating the economy. He's like, stop coming! And every day here is like Christmas. And I don't mean that in the sense of like it is Christmas here every day, right? Every day is like the most amazing gift to be here. But in terms of the visitor numbers, it feels like we're at the peak of the peak of the peak every single day. So that's great. I'm very excited about that. And you'll never hear me ever complain about visitors being on our island, because you know what? That is the heartbeat of our economy. And that's what we need. Not handouts from the government, not socialism. We need good marketing and good, solid service and a place for people to come relax and enjoy and get away from their lives. And that's what Maui is all about. And I believe we've got the best hospitality of any of the islands and the best people. And again, it's just those small little minority guys that are out there like typing away in their computers and going back in a little black hole, trying to create this vibe that, somehow we're not visitor friendly, and we are 100%. Don't listen to those little weirdos. So anyway, I almost got back on my soapbox. I promise I won't do that anymore. So anyway, check it out. Here we are, cruising up Mahana Estates. I forgot to show you my little piece of paper that shows you all the ones that are left available here. There's still some good ones, don't get me wrong. But in my opinion, you should really act fast, because they are definitely, they're definitely moving quick. I predicted it. I think if you watched my Mahana Estates videos over the last few months, I definitely called it, that this thing is going to take off. I would say there's been essentially a land rush on Maui the last 6 months. There's been a land rush, a condo rush, a home rush. It's just been a rush. And that's good. And, some people are freaked out a little bit, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to pay asking price or above asking price for stuff on Maui. Let me just put your fears at ease right now, if you don't mind. Okay, so first of all, this is a literal fact. You can buy real estate today for about the same price as you could in 2004. That's true. That is absolute truth. It's not a joke. So is there room to grow in this market? Of course. If we're still selling real estate like it was in 04, give me a break. So Maui's always been a little bit of a sleeper, which is great, Now everyone's waking up. They're like, this is the best place on earth. We want to buy. So values are still where they were in 2004, so that's kind of cool. California has doubled since 2013. We always trail California. So I believe, barring some massive worldwide event like a pandemic, oh, wait a second, that happened already, so we're good there. What else could happen? I think we're done. I think we're done with all the goofy stuff, right? Election's over. That's what it was all about anyway. So in 4 years, we might be worried. But for now, the next, 3.5, man, we're on cruise control mode. So buy now, sell high, and realize it's only prices of 2004 as of right now. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Enough of me, more of Mahana Estates. Here we go. So check it out. You can see Mahana Estates is theater style seating. All of these lots have been perfectly coiffed by yellow iron. That's your skid steers and your dump trucks, and they've moved rocks, and they've created all these beautiful pads where you can build your home. And most of them have a nice drop. Matter of fact, the chart that I have shows the exact drop between lots. You can figure out, hey, if the max roof height is 25 feet, and there's only like 4 lots where you can build a 2-story, so the home below you is probably going to be a ranch, single level, then you can figure out exactly what view is going to be left when the home below you gets built. So it's very easy to figure that out, and if you're ever in the market, we'll come out here, we'll hold some poles up in the air, and we'll figure out exactly where that roof line below you will be. But I'm going to say they did one heck of a good job of creating a neighborhood where basically every lot is the bomb. And I'm going to think there's going to be some serious equity right now if you buy this and build on it. Matter of fact, if you guys follow the market at all like I do, Lanikeha, which is one of my other favorite neighborhoods that totally sold out, they just put on a couple of spec home listings on there, like 4 million, 6.8 million. It's like, wow, $1 million over, like whatever's happened in the neighborhood, or 2 million and change over. So they're getting pretty, the builders are getting pretty bullish on what's going to happen in the future. So anywho, I believe that's a great opportunity to build something, and gosh, it's just beautiful up here. If I could just stop talking for 3 seconds, you would see that it's just quiet, nice little breeze. I would say it's never too, I never think it's too windy on Maui ever, anywhere. Matter of fact, if you're experiencing wind, it's because it's nice and breezy, which then, if there's any flies in the air, we do have a few flies on Maui, right? It blows them around. There's no mosquitoes. I mean, I've never experienced a mosquito on the west side of Maui. I'm sure there is in Haiku, but there's every sort of bug and stuff like that over on the North Shore. So, but over here, we love a little trade wind because it keeps everything nice and cool. And again, we don't have like Filipino style humidity. It's just very nice, pleasant moisture in the air. But of course, when you live here, you split hairs. You want everything to be absolutely perfect, which it is. And those trade winds keep it just perfect. And if you live up here in Kapalua, you'll notice we're in a drought right now, but it's still relatively green and the grass is growing, but this is about as brown as I've seen it because we actually do have a little bit of a drought happening right now, but still nice and green here, you know, relatively speaking. So anyway, just past lot 42 in case you're curious. And yeah, sorry I can't read the comments, guys. In the year I've been doing my, matter of fact, it's been a little bit more than a year, I think. Yes, I've been doing lives, which is, of course, what you're watching right now is completely 100% unrehearsed. I don't have a script. I don't even really have a plan, right? I'm very spontaneous, but I've been doing these for about a year. I just like to talk to you guys. And I forgot what I was going to say already. Oh, what was I going to say? There was some milestone or something that was cool, but I totally forgot. Gosh darn it. It's because my wife called me on my iWatch, so I was looking at her calling, and I was thinking, uh-oh, she's going to call the other number, and we're going to get the black screen, and it's going to be over. I'll be like, honey, I'm doing my first live in like 2 weeks. But anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say. Sorry. It'll come back to me. The hard drive is slowing down a little bit in the head, maybe. I don't know. I'm 52 now, so I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But I'm trying to keep it all together. Stay in shape, keep exercising, keep eating right, drinking lots of agua, living that Maui lifestyle. I tell people all the time, matter of fact, if you watch one of my earliest videos, it's called like What Nobody Will Tell You About Living in Hawaii. It's like your top 10 kind of list thing. I think I might have gone 12. But anyway, one of it is you will eat better when you live here. You just will. Because why? Number one, you're going to be half naked most of the time because you have to go to the beach. So you're like, uh-oh, it's always bathing suit season here. So you better be aware of that. So that helps you, right? A little motivation. And secondly, there's something about the digestion here. I don't know. It's like you eat more fruit. Maybe it's the papaya. There's some kind of papain or something in there. Just fresher food. Matter of fact, they say that the people from the islands of Tonga and Fiji and the men are so big and muscular and they're so healthy because there's no refrigeration. So everything they eat is fresh. So if you eat fresh food, right? Eat fresh, raw, uncooked stuff. It's just healthier, and you tend to do that more here. I don't know. I do. And then of course you have the coconut, and you have the fresh grown food up in the kula. And you know, it's just I don't know, it just feels more wholesome than if you're like driving around downtown Chicago, right? You're just like, give me some McDonald's and get me the hell out of here. But anyway, you will eat better, you will exercise more, and you will just be more stoked out because year-round awesome weather, blue sky. Just telling you, man, it's like a drug. It's like the Maui drug. You're like, stick me. Not with that other stuff you want to get stuck with, but whatever. Once again, we're not going political. But it's so tempting. I'm just kidding. It's not tempting at all. Can't stand politics. Okay, check out these beautiful trees. I think this lot's still available. I do have the latest list. If you want me to send it to you, I'm happy to do so. I'm always previewing stuff for folks. One of the ways I kind of help people look at real estate is I take these short little videos, 50 seconds and under, is textable, if you will. So you can shoot a text. I take about, a dozen 50-second videos of a home, condo, or land, send it to you. You can watch it, freeze frame it, reverse it. Share it with your wife and say, please, honey, let's just buy that place on Maui already. Prices are going up. And she'll say, yes. I promise you. It's like if you try to buy like a trailer park in Kansas, you'd be like, But man, a place on Maui, this is a lover's delight. But that's what I do. I shoot little videos. It's on a gimbal. It's got a mic. I mean, realtors, it's like, come on, guys, get a gimbal. This thing costs like $125, and that way when you move, it's nice and smooth. Get a microphone so it's not like, of course, right now it's a little windy, a little Kapalua wind. I do have a mic on my mic. I mean, a wind foam sock thing. So that helps a little bit with the wind, but I do apologize for the occasional wind thing. But plug your mic in, get your gimbal on, and treat your clients right, man, because it's just like anything in life. You got to stay up with the times, give them the latest and greatest technology. Be the Tesla of real estate, because Tesla is the greatest thing ever created, my humble opinion. Whoa, can't wait for that Tesla truck. So here we are, just cruising down. So what I love about this going down aspect is you get to see that what this neighborhood offers you is these 180-degree, ridiculous, jaw-dropping views. And this is about the perspective I'm seeing with my eye. Okay, maybe, hang on, right about there. So that's what I'm seeing with my eyeballs right now. So it's just like ocean in your face. Whereas if you go over to the plantation, you get these views, but you're gonna spend like $2 million for a lot with this kind of a view. So you get this theater style, beautiful view factor. If you notice, the ball dropped right there. So yes, in Kapalua, you can get a sunset view with the ball hitting the water, which a lot of lots in Kapalua are kind of north facing a little bit like that direction. You'll never see the ball dropping at the water. Good to know, right? If that's important to you. And it's going to have a manned gate, so you have security, right? There'll be a manned gate. The only other manned gate in Kapalua is plantation. And then the HOA dues here are like half of the plantation and a quarter of plantation phase 2, which is of course Honolulu Ridge. Honolulu Ridge is, you know, $1,200 a month. This is 3 and change. So anyway, you've got some very nice HOA dues here. Very affordable considering you're in Kapalua, which is of course, you know, the pinnacle, the crown jewel neighborhood. And the other thing a lot of people don't know this about the Kapalua, there is the Kapalua Club. Google that up, Kapalua Club. The entire resort, I heard, was just purchased by the richest guy in Japan. I'm covering the mic so you don't hear that noise. And he's going to be doing some beautiful revamping. When you're part of the Kapalua Club, you get access to the Montage Spa, best spa on the west side. Could be the best spa like on Maui. And you also get access to their workout facility, get access to the Montage pool. There's one pool over by the beach club area. Not the whole pool, just the beach club pool. And then of course you get access to the Ritz-Carlton. So you have a house up here, but you can go down to the 2 nicest 5-star resorts and chill. What? Yeah, it's a $15,000 initiation, right? Just want to make sure you're, you know, kind of qualify. And then there's like $500 a month, and then you have access to that gym, which is worth it, trust me. And then there's discounts and there's social events and all kinds of good stuff. So I've heard the Kapalua Club, it's always changing and evolving, but I heard with the purchase of the both courses by this Japanese awesome guy who loves Kapalua, I heard he has a house in the plantation, he's going to be just revamping it, making it better, refreshing all of Kapalua. So unlike the Big Island, if you had a resort like this, you'd have to be like a billionaire to enjoy it. Here, just a multi-millionaire really, and enjoy a billionaire style club and have that resort style living. So it's really a cool opportunity. You have to own real estate in Kapalua to enjoy the Kapalua Club. So it's pretty nice, very nice actually, just to be able to go hang out the Montage. And then that's right next to Kapalua Bay. They have services down to the beach where they're bringing you chairs and, you know, drinks or whatever. So one reason to consider Kapalua, jump on it. Not much inventory, Pineapple Hill, everything's been snatching up. Of course, there's a couple, you're noticing now a few homes are being a little overpriced. It's like, come on sellers, I know it's good, but don't get crazy. It's just gonna sit on the market. People are pretty smart, you know, when it comes to real estate. It's like when you ask too much, not gonna work, man. Come on, listing agents, put on your thinking caps. Anyway, there's some guys, I'm telling you, they just list way too high. You don't want that reputation, guys. List at fair market value, or if you're really smart, in my opinion, you list slightly under fair market value, because then everyone goes, oh wow, it's a great deal. And then you'll get multiple bids and you'll ratchet it up and you'll hit that true fair market value for the buyers that are currently in the market. Don't overprice it. That's so stupid. Gosh, it just drives me crazy. Because now you gotta go, I wouldn't make an offer. They're just, duh, you know? Stupid. Gosh, it's been a while since I've been able to express my feelings on these things. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, enough looking at my goofy face, and let's just show you the rest of this sunset. Obviously, what I always love is share, subscribe, a thumbs up, comments to show your aloha, and the haters, please unsubscribe, or I will unsubscribe you, I will filter you, I will delete you, because you don't deserve to even post on Maui. Notice a lot of these haters are not on the island, so makes sense. They say if you move here, you will get ejected pretty quick if you're a goofball, one way or another. You know, one thing that people forget that move here sometimes, and don't you forget it, right? It's a small island, man. It's like a little tiny small town. Whatever you do, it shall circulate quickly back to you. And people will be like, oh, that guy? Like, it's like fast. It's like, imagine like reputation on the mainland. Here it happens like instantly. So be really careful how you act when you drive. You know, if you like freak out and flip someone off and get all weird, that could be like your elementary school teacher. You're gonna bump into them like in like an hour, like, oh, hi, you know. So I got a quick funny story. My father-in-law came here, you know, when we first moved here, and we learned this, right, from people. They tell you, like, hey, be careful how you drive here, man, because it'll get out. And so he had taken our kids to school, and he had taken our minivan, and my wife kind of saw him speeding off and going fast and kind of doing his thing because he's an ex-race car driver, and she's like, hey, don't do that. They're gonna think it's us. And then no, it's a small island. There's no anonymity here, like zero, pretty much. So anyway, you've been warned. Be cool, live aloha, and everything will be great. Be positive, smile, right? It's all good. There's nothing to be weird about anymore. I'm telling you, the weirdness is over. So anyway, at least I hope it is. You can only take so much weirdness in this life, right? Eventually it's like, come on guys, life's hard enough. Let's just make it easier. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's been a while. This was fun. It was really fun, actually. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. And notice I'm still tilted. The horizon is still not right, and that still really bugs me because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, but I did the live anyway. I did it in spite of technology. And oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to point out, if you're with Verizon, please go to your engineers right now and beg them to fix whatever is going on Maui, because it's horrendous. Matter of fact, I talked to a guy who lives in Laniapoko, and he just got done buying like all this boost equipment. And it's like, yeah, you can boost it, but I'm telling you, they're doing something on this island that's horrendous. So my window of where I can do lives is like just squeezing down because I can't hardly even send a text message. So I think it's going to get fixed. But anyway, if you're with Verizon or if you have any connections there, put in a little call of aloha to the island of Maui. Say, hey man, let's hook these people up. Or maybe it's just all the tourists. I don't know. But whatever it is, it does curtail my ability to do lives because I don't want you all glitched out and zzz. But anyway, I'll do my best, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Aloha. I talk too much, I know, but good seeing you guys. Until next time, I shall return. I don't know when, but hopefully it's more frequently, because we need to do this more often. And I know if you're like me, you need this glow, you need this Maui, you need it. I need it, right? I sit in the office all day long, I really do. My life is actually kind of boring. So anyway, don't be like misled. This guy just like drives around his truck and surfs and rides his one wheel. No. Like click, click, which is all good. I don't mind. Love to have something to do and be productive. So thanks guys for tuning in. I shall return. Till next time, Eric West out. I know, lots of wrinkles. I know. It's one disadvantage living on Maui. Lots of sun. You better be careful. Put on your sunscreen.